to the great mind, Sri Krishna, before you start reading Bhagavad Gita. The Gita is the teachings of Sri Krishna. So let us begin. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaita Amritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadeshinim. The last word, Bhava Dvesha. The Bhava means this world. The world has this attraction. And when we are bound by this attraction, we have to come back again and again. Now, that is the basis of the Hindu religion. We believe that again and again we have to come back if we are not free from the desire. So, this says, if you are following the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, that the teachings of Sri Krishna, the knowledge will dawn. You will get the knowledge that all these things that we see all around us is nothing but transitory, futile, temporary. So, obviously, the mind will then go for the permanent thing, and that is called Bhava Deshinim. Bhava means this world. Desha means it gets destroyed by the knowledge. Now, who is giving this knowledge? Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Charnu Ramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagat Gurum. This Jagat Guru, Krishna, he is giving this knowledge, and he is the son of Vasudeva. So, Vasudeva Sutam. Suta means the son, and he is not ordinary. Why? Kamsa Charnura Mardanam. He is the destroyer of all the bad people. But at the same time, Devaki Paramanandam, he is giving the joy, happiness to those who loves him. Now, we studied up to the second chapter, 50 sloka. Now, let us begin from this particular sloka. It says that you have to understand the knowledge, and for that you have to do this thing, that thing, etc. 46 sloka. If we see the second chapter, 46, in the second chapter we have seen it speaks about the Atman, that is eternal, all pervading, never changing. There is a consciousness from where everything has come. So, where from this creation has come? The Hindu view is from the Atman, and they say Paramatman. To make it very clear, All the souls that we see are the Atman, but it has come from, produced by, created by another Atman. So they Param Atman. Param means the highest, the biggest. Param means the highest. And this Paramatma, from there it has come. Now we are going back to that Paramatma, going back to the source, going back to God. So going back to the Creator. That is the whole thing. What is the religion? The purpose of religion? Going back to the source. And now we believe the source is the Brahman. Again, the Hindu believe the source is the God, because in Hinduism there are different paths, different approaches, and so they give the different type of definitions. But actually it is the all same. But when you speak about the God, you can understand it very easily. It says like this. Here it says the Brahman. What is that Brahman? Brimhati iti Brahman. Brimhati means all pervading, everywhere. When it can be everywhere, naturally it cannot have the body, it cannot have the form. So the Hindu believe that God is all pervading and without any form. But at the same time, we understand that ordinary people like us, we won't be able to conceive that idea. We won't be able to comprehend or meditate on that idea, God is everywhere. So it has been given that God has taken a human form, or this form or that form, or a symbol even, so that we can concentrate. So on that concentration, and it says, suppose you have realized that, then you need not to bother about all this. Go to church, go to temple, go to mosque. You need not to bother about that. Or practice all these things, religious practices. When? It says in the 46th sloka of the second chapter, Yavanartha udapane sarvata samplutodake tavan sarveshu bedeshu brahmanasya bijanata. One who has realized God, for him everything, the knowledge, everything is that God. Like, then he says, like the flood. We were going for little water. Now suppose a place is all covered with water. You need not to go anywhere. Similarly, if you have realized that soul, realized that God, realized that Atman, for you, God is everywhere. Like the physicist, when they are talking like this, they are simple. But the moment you ask about what is all this, immediately he will go to his scientific explanation and he will say it is nothing but the combination of atom and all those. And everything that you see is nothing but the combination of atom, proton, all these things. The Vedanti and the person who has realized God, realized Brahman, for him everything is nothing but the divine. That's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, if you have read that biography of Sri Ramakrishna, in one place he said that after the realization of the goddess Kali, a personal goddess, personal God, he said, I saw the same mother in that cat. Can you imagine? I saw the same mother in these utensils, in the floor, in the temple, in the sky, in the trees, everywhere, the same mother. How the same mother can be there? No consciousness actually. So that is the ultimate, is that as because we cannot conceive that, so it comes down. Just like when a small little student is going to attain something, learn something, so they give the elephant and the horse and this doll and that doll and going on teaching him. When he goes to the university, he doesn't need all those things. So obviously, because the knowledge is already there, yavanartha udapani sarvata samplutodake. That's why it says brahmavid brahmaiva bhavati. Brahma means that supreme knowledge, all-pervading consciousness. Vid means one who has realized that, he becomes that. Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. After acquiring all the knowledges, then that person becomes a professor. Now he is teaching, he is writing book, he is giving the idea on that particular topic, subject. Can you imagine? That is the greatness of human capacity. When a little boy, a little girl going to the school, and he is so timid to understand this thing, that thing, afraid that I am not understanding what my teacher is teaching, slowly imbibing all that knowledge, then that person one day becomes a professor. And he is creating knowledge, particular knowledge that he has learned. Over that, the philosopher, then the economist, then the historians, all sorts of different type of knowledges, then they contribute in that particular field. So here also it says, if you realize God, then you need not to bother about anything. But how to? Then it gives some tips. Without work, you cannot stay. So why don't you mold that work? Different type of work, any type of work that we are doing. When we are blinking, that is also a work. We are breathing, that is also work. We are eating, we are moving, we are talking, everything is nothing but the work. But if that is given a mold, that energy will give you a help to realize God. The same cooking, same sweeping, same thinking, not that you have to go to a particular place, sit and meditate. That helps, of course. But at the same time, if you can give a mold, that is the language that Sri Ramakrishna has used, give a turn, give a mold, that's all. Wow! It says, Karmanyevadhikaraste Ma phaleshu kadachana Ma karma phaloheturvhu Mate shangasta karmani. This, because it's a joint, so you have to break it. When you are breaking, how to pronounce? Akarmani, a. A means the negative. Karma is the work. Akarmani, no work. Just simply if someone is sitting, does it mean that he is not working? No, he is working mentally. Constantly, even just a little baby, working. And an old man cannot move, sitting on a chair and almost like a blank, vacant look, working. How the person is working? Because it is all mental. He is thinking. So that is why without work you cannot. In that case, why not utilize that force? When the river is flowing, the water is flowing, if you can dam it, you can utilize that water, the force, and produce electricity and so many other things. But if you do not know how to utilize that, then it's a devastation. The work, the force that you are doing. One young lady came today. I was not knowing so much of torture they do on the cows. Because you know that for the milk, so they'll be doing all those things. She is collecting the information. She is actually studying medical science and touched by this, developing all this. How particularly here in America in different forms, how they are treating the cows, and now she has the one-man army like that. She is going on telling people, don't drink milk. Because as we are drinking milk, so they are trying to get it more from the cows and torturing them. Then immediately after the birth, 3 months, they allow the calf to leave and then they kill etc., etc., etc. Oh, terrible. Now, for that, she is telling, don't do that. Now, this is the karma that they are doing, work that they are doing. Now, suppose we think, why the cows are having this type of actions that they are suffering so much, is just because a cow? If you go and can understand, there's some karma they did in the past, and now they are suffering in this life in a different way. That is also there, but that is a different thing. That is a different thing. But they say, so be very, very careful. Now, I was reading in a newspaper in the Middle East, those extreme, the believers of a religion particularly, they have killed a baby, cooked his meat and feeding the mother. Kept her for 3 days or 2 days without any food. Then when she is very hungry, gave that food, and when she was eating, then one person came and told, enjoying the meat? She told, yes, thank you, it is your son's meat. And they took away the 3-month-old son from the... Can you imagine? My God, when I read that, then I was thinking, what to do? The terrible, how a human being can become so ruthless. Terrible thing. We use the word asura, and they don't belong to that even, a much lesser group of that. And enjoying when that lady, she burst out in cry and vomiting and beating the head, they're enjoying. This karma, do you think it will go without any result? No. So next birth, this person is also going to have the same type of torture. So all these things go on and on, is very difficult to calculate. So it says very easy, Sri Krishna is telling, why don't you do all the karma dedicating to God? Karmanneva adhikaraste, karma eva adhikara asti. You have the right to perform the work, but don't wait for the result or hanker for the result. If you can do that, ma karma phalo hetu bhu. If you are not doing that, and how can you do that? By offering that karma to God. And when you are offering that karma to God, you cannot give anything wrong, anything bad. Because you are offering to God the best thing naturally you will give. So that psychologically, oh, I am going to offer it to God, I must be very careful what I am doing and what I am performing. Everything to God, everything. And that is why he is telling, why it is so difficult? Because in one Sanskrit they say, prayojanam anuddishya. If there is no reason, no result, prayojanam anuddishya na mandopi pravartate. Even a fool will never do any work if he is not getting the result. Even the fool will not do any work if he is not getting the result. So that is natural, normal. Jagat hitaya karma. For the betterment of the others, when people are doing some work, that is called yajna. Friends, perhaps you know, this lady who is sitting over here and her husband, they are organizing this class every day. They are contacting these library people, paying the money for the hall, arranging all these things. Of course, they are associated with our ashrama and all that. But that is apparent. Why they are doing this? There are so many other people also associated with the ashrama. But they don't do that because that is in the subconscious mind, they are thinking, let us do something for the good of the society. So they are sending out the flyers, requesting people to come and all this. This is called yajna. And along with this work, only one thing has to be done. I don't take any other result, whether people are appreciating, oh, you are doing a very good job, or this is good and that. No, I am doing it for the blessings of God, that's all, nothing else. That is called karma yoga. The same thing, it's a very good work that we are doing. But then we are marring, we are all destroying that if we hanker for the appreciation from the human society. One day, young Swami Vivekananda, he was a very good singer. He had a resonant voice. Sri Ramakrishna used to love to hear his music, his song. He asked him, can you please sing a song? And he sat and he was singing. A young boy of 17, 18 years. So that day he was careful about the other people also. I should choose a song in such a way so that all other people appreciate it. So then he was careful about whether people are appreciating or not. And when he finished the song, the God, Sri Ramakrishna, told, today I never liked your song because you sang it for the others. In his language he said, as you have cooked a meal, a curry without salt. If you cook something without salt, how it will be? So he said like that. So whatever we do, we have to keep at the back of our mind, I am doing it for the God. When I am cooking, when I am cleaning, when I am talking, when everything for God. And that is called constant presence of God. Practice of the presence of God. Can you imagine? What is the practice of the presence of God? This. So this way it says, then he said, the moment you can do that, what is becomes? Yogastha. Yoga means united. United with whom? With God, the Supreme Self. I am doing everything, but I am always united with God and doing that. So I am humble but confident, alert, but at the same time not egoistic. So all this good result will come, and then if we can continue the 16th chapter, first 3 sloka that gives all the qualities of a highly realized soul. 16th chapter, first 3 sloka, 26 qualities of a human being. If a human being can possess those, then he is God himself. Can you imagine? Only you have to develop those qualities and nothing else. But to develop the quality, you have to practice. And the practice means the karma, because major portion of our life is spent in karma, in work. So why not utilize that particular? I will go and sit in for meditation for how long? Maybe for only 10 minutes, 20 minutes, that's all. Please come. 10, 20 minutes only. So obviously, I should be very, very careful that I am utilizing only 1 hour in the morning, maybe 1 hour in the evening for japa and meditation. And all other 22 hours I am doing what? So that is then it says, Yogastha Kuru Karmani Sangam Taktva Dhanam Jaya Siddhya Siddho Samo Bhutva Samattam Yoga Uchyate. There's a tranquil mind. Most of the people we suffer, and majority of the now the people, they are teaching meditation and earning a lot of money because majority of the people their minds constantly, they want some peace. They are having everything. Only one thing is missing, that is peace. Anxiety is there, they cannot sleep. Why? If you ask yourself, what is the matter? I am having everything. What is the problem? If somebody is not liking me, some other people are there to like me. So it's okay. So why should I have to be so mad that I have to kill myself and I should doing this, doing that, for what? Just ask yourself, standing before a mirror, if I ask, why I am suffering? Then one lady came and she was telling, my whole life is full of misery, this thing, that thing. I told, can you please write down what are the problems? No, Swamiji, I will tell you. And telling means one after another the same thing, repetition and all these things are going on. Why don't you write it down? She couldn't write down. What is the problem? Couldn't write down. So that is the thing. The moment you feel that, oh, I have a problem, write it down. What is the problem? Yogastha kuru karmani. Please have faith that there is God. All these people that they came and they dedicated their life to tell the humanity there is God. Right from the Rama, right from Krishna, then the Buddha, then all line, the great personalities they came and gave their whole life only to tell, displaying God is there. You can see Him, you can talk to Him. Only have a little faith, that's all. If you have faith, you get, and nothing else. You have to go and fight with God. That's why Jesus, we can translate in this way, knock the door, it will be open unto you. What is the knocking? Go and tell mother, Mother, I want it, you have to give, must give. Father, I demand it. I am your son, why should you not give it to me? You must have to give it to me. That is the relationship between a devotee and a God. And that's called a yogastha. When you are coming out, tell God, I am going out, these are the things that I am going to attain. I will have to meet that man, I have to go to that office, I have to do this, there. I will come back, be here, and also with me. Just tell in your mind. When you are driving, remember the God's name. That's why the yapa. Yapa means the mantra after the initiation, nothing but the God's name. You go on repeating. And the name of God and the God same. Suppose you know someone, and the moment that particular name will come, you know John, and you see in the advertisement the John, somebody, immediately it is not the advertisement John. You know the person, his face will come before your mind. Similarly, name and the God are same. Go on repeating. And that will save you. That's why Sri Krishna advising Arjuna to do what? Business? No, fighting. Go to the war and show your might. And be careful. If you cannot kill, then you will be killed. There is no moment, there is no repetition, there is no retake. The one action and you are finished. Suppose you make a mistake, you are finished. So you have to be alert and you have to fight. But there in that field, yogastha. Can you imagine? If Arjuna could do that, we are not going to fight. Then what is there if we try? It is possible. Yogastha kuru karmani, united, always keeping the mind at the feet of God. You can do the lot of work. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna gives a very natural the way of explaining it. To ordinary people, they said, if you have the toothache, what you do? You do all those things, the work that is there, you have to perform. At the same time, a portion of your mind is always present in that, the pain that is going on, beating, toothache, terrible. So you have to go on repeating that, going on, remembering you that I am here. So obviously, if you can perform some work at the same time, keeping in mind that the pain is there, why can't you use that? Keep in the mind that God is there and do. Yogastha kuru karmani. Then sangam taktva. Taktva means by giving away. Sangam, what is that? Expectation. The moment you expect something, then this is a problem. Whom he is telling? Dhananjaya. He has utilized the name Dhananjaya, not Pritha, not Arjuna, but Dhananjaya. Why? He collected lot of wealth by showing his might, by showing his power. So that's why Dhananjaya. You are so powerful person, can't you do this? That is the reason. Siddhya asiddhya samo bhutva. If you are successful, it's okay. If you are not, that's also okay. Samattam yoga uchyate. That samatya, always tranquil and the same type of mind, it's called yoga. What is the yoga? This is the yoga. Friends, I have already told, and again we repeat because there's a lot of confusion about the yoga. Now all over the world, everywhere the word yoga is utilized. Even today I was watching the TV, they're very exciting, all the debates are going on, who is going to be the candidate, etc. Then from the same party, they're all comrades, they're all same friends. Then one person, I am not taking the name, one person was excited, the another person was telling, take your breath, like this. That is again the yoga. So the other people, when they were explaining, they were making the fun, they are also practicing yoga in the debate itself. Now this yoga, what is this yoga? Taking your breath, holding it and then releasing, that's all these things physical yoga. It's called Hatha yoga. H-A-T-A, Hatha. Hatha yoga means physical. It gives you a very strong physique. But here the yoga means spiritual yoga, uniting your mind, your soul with God. So the consciousness is there, the conception of God is there, then you are uniting with that. That is called, now it says again, Durena habaram karma buddhi yogat Dhananjaya Buddho Sharanamanicha Kripana Phalahetava. So this is called if you are waiting for the result, hankering for the result, then you are a Kripana. Usually the Kripana means the one who don't like to spend the money. So that is called Kripana. All the time, anything that they get, they like to hold it for themselves. So those people, the Kripana, here the Kripana means a wretched person, because he cannot think properly. Can you really keep everything for yourself? Whether you like it or not, someday it will be there, left. And then you have to go somewhere else. So that is called, why not? Durena habaram karma. He means indeed. Inferior karma action, buddhi yoga dhananjaya. But if you do this with the wisdom, utilizing this judgment, then, O Dhananjaya, Buddho in wisdom, Sharanamannicha, you seek. You must seek this. What is that? I don't want any result for the karma, the work that I have done, I am going to get automatically. What is that? Blessings of God. Now one person, he was very clever. He wanted to get, the socializing, the moment you get associated with some big people, you also get some benefit by that. He was trying to make all those things, collecting information about a very rich man. Then someone told, why don't you go to the rich man itself? Talk to him. If he likes you, then you'll be his friend, you will get everything. Why you are going in a roundabout way? Similarly, if we go to God, we get everything, whatever you want. Not that only the spiritual benefit, well, this worldly benefit also. There are so many things are there, even in the life of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. One young man used to come to Sri Ramakrishna. He used to come to him along with other friends. Those friends used to come and request the Sri Ramakrishna, can you please teach us some spiritual thing? We like to develop love for God, meditation, this, that. This boy regularly used to visit Sri Ramakrishna, but never said anything. Noticing this, one day Sri Ramakrishna said, you come regularly, all other people are asking for so many things, why you are not asking anything? He told, sir, I am very ashamed. All those people are coming to you, you are a spiritual man, they are asking for spiritual development. But I don't need spiritual development, I am a very poor man. I need lot of wealth. And I feel ashamed to talk about that to you. Then he said, you will get lot of wealth. You will be recognized by the society. You will be a very rich man someday. I bless you. See, if you go to God and God is gracious on you, then He can give everything. But if you get this wealth, it's temporary. You may enjoy it for 100 years, that's all. Then afterwards, you have to die, you have to go away, all this thing will be left over here, whether you like it or not. So that is why they say, utilize your intellect and then work. Durena havaram karma buddhi yoga dhananjaya. And the 50, that sloka, 50th sloka, it says, buddhi yukto jahatiha ubhe sukrita duskrite tasmat yogaya yujjasva yoga karma sukaushalam. I am breaking it so that it will be easy for you. Now, if those who like to chant, to learn the chanting, it will be easy for them. If they sit with this, with a book in hand, they can also go on repeating again and again, and then they will learn. And if you read only a few sloka, then it will be so easy for you to read all the slokas. Now, buddhi yukto jahatiha. If you fixed your mind on God, buddhi yukta means one fixed the mind with the God or the Atman, and then giving away jahatiha. Jahati means the casting off sukrita and duskrite, good and bad. I don't know whether this is good or bad, but I am simply, whatever the duty has come before me, I am doing it. That's all. If you can do that, any work is a spiritual work. Any work. There is no mundane work if you can think in this way. And this is the teaching of the Bhagavad Gita. So what is that? Buddhi yukto jahati. Jahati means giving away. Jahati, the Sanskrit word, means giving away what? Ubhe, both. Ubha means both. Ubhe, sukrita and duskrita. As a good work or the bad work. Both you can give away. Then tasmat yogaya yujjasya. And united in that thought of God, if you are fighting, yoga karma sukaushalam. This is the technique of doing work. Many people, they are so sympathetic and they really do a lot for the society. But they do it as a social worker. They want to get the recognition as a social worker. And naturally they lose the spiritual blessings, spiritual upliftment because they want the recognition from the society. That's all. If you look around, there are so many organizations are there working for the society. Good. Why they are doing it? Many of the people are also there. They also go and help the poor people. They are cooking and giving it for the poor. And regularly, so many in our ashramas also. The devotees, they bring food and they cook, and then they go and give it to one organization is there. That organization is distributing that food among the poor people, hungry people. Going on that way. But if they do it with this thought, I am doing it for the blessings of God, it becomes the spiritual work. But if they do that, thinking that I will be recognized by the society because of my work, then they are bound by that work. So that is called Sukrita and Duskrita. Sukrita and Duskrita means both, good and bad, whatever. So if you can do that, you are free from it. So please do it in this way. That is what Sri Krishna is telling in the Karma Yoga again. Another chapter will come, the Karma Yoga. When we will study that, you will see that Karma Yoga he is giving. And before that, if possible, I will request you to read the Karma Yoga as a wonderful lecture by Swami Vivekananda. Leo Tolstoy, he was impressed by reading that and that meditation also. Karma Yoga is a wonderful explanation of this secret that has been given by Sri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita and explained by Swami Vivekananda in his wonderful lecture series called Karma Yoga. It is available in the book form. Karmayam buddhi yuktahi phalam taktva manishinaha janva bandha vinimukta padam gacchanta namayam. Next sloka, 5 slokas we will read, and if time is there, then we will explain. Yadate mohakalilam buddhi vyatitarishyati tada gantasi nirvedam srotabhyasya srutasya cha srutibi pratipanyate yada sthasyati nischala samadha achala buddhi tada yogam abhapsasi. Now Arjuna uvacha sthita pragyasya ka bhasha shamadhistasya keshava sthitadhikim prabhaseta kimasita brajeta kim. Now Arjuna is very practical. He is telling, you are giving the theories, it is okay. But is there any person who has practiced it? But suppose there are some people who have practiced it, how will understand that? How will be their behavior? How their living style? How they talk? How they move? Tell me those. So that I myself will judge among all these people that I meet, that there is any one who is called sthita pragya. Sthita means stable. Pragya means knowledge. What is that pragya? Pragya is knowledge. Sthita, stable. Stable knowledge. What is the stable knowledge? I am divine. And naturally, I do not belong to this particular world. I am temporary here. Just as a tourist, I have come here. And after completing my visit over here, I will go back. So that is called sthita pragya. So naturally, he won't be attached. Whatever the responsibilities, duties are coming, that he will perform, and then he will be always keeping his mind that I have to go back to my own place. In Hindi they say, ghar jana hai. So how to ghar jana? That's a, always they'll say, we have to go back to home. So going back home, where is the home? Atman, the God. I have come from there. Only I have taken this body, the human birth, behaving like a human. But before this birth, where I was, who I was, I don't know. So now I have come to know that I was actually the God himself. Now God has taken this shape. That is the knowledge I have got. I am not going to forget it. I am constantly going to remember it. Whatever happens all around me, all my mind will be one pointed, I am the divine. This Ramakrishna mission that was founded by Swami Vivekananda, only with this ideology, to make people aware about their divinity. Why these monks of the Ramakrishna mission going to different places, organizing an asrama, meeting the people, then giving these discourses on different religious things. Tomorrow morning again I am going to the Hindu temple of Lemon to speak about Mahabharata. So every day, everywhere going. Why? To make people aware about this. And when I am telling this to people, I am reminding myself also the same thing. So that equal thought, constantly permanent thought, and that is called, Arjuna is asking, sthita pragya. Pragya is knowledge. Sthita means the constant, never changes. What is this bhasha? How he is behaving? The description can you give? So, samadhistasya Keshava. He is a samadhivan. One gentleman, he was claiming, sitting in a function, he was telling, I was in meditation for so many years and I know my past life, etc., etc. Everybody was looking at him. Nobody was convinced. Why? You need not to tell it. You need not to declare it, advertise that I am a holy man. People will understand it. Automatically. Automatically all this will be. So you need not to advertise the samadhistasya Keshava. That is why Arjuna is asking what will be his behavior, how he will. I went to a gentleman, they call it very holy and someone almost like God and all this. I saw that nothing but advertisement. And the people around him, they are very, very professional type. When he is coming on the dais, before that so many things. They will be showing about him, these, that, arranging in such a way the whole gathering is ready to accept him in that. It's not necessary. So that is called bhasa. How I will understand? Ordinary people may think, oh, that is a great. But those who are really thinking in a deep way, they will understand, no, it cannot be. Why? In the politics it is necessary. You have to go on beating your own drum. In politics it is necessary. In the business, constantly you have to go on telling my product is the best and all the others are bad. But in the spiritual life, quiet and calm and refusing everything. Exactly opposite. The moment in the spiritual life you go on beating your own drum and claiming that I am so and so, wrong. You cannot be. It can never be. So that is why this is the Arjuna is asking, Sthito Dhi. Dhi means the Buddhi. Sthita again. So we will explain it afterwards. But friends, some of us, they were telling Swamiji, the last 10 minutes, why don't you keep it for question answer? So if you have any question, then you can please ask me. If I know the answer, I will give the answer. It's good. Don't feel hesitant. So that's that we are studying today about the karma. What is that karma? That I do the job, I do the work, but I don't expect anything. Now, in the practical world, is it possible? So I am doing, and then I say, no, suppose the researchers, after the completion of the research, they say, no, I have not done anything. So it goes to somebody else's name, and mostly they do. They cheat people by this way. But suppose we say, oh no, we are a religious people, so we don't demand that I have done this research. Is it practical? What do you think? How it is possible? Now, why you are studying Gita? If the teachings cannot be applied in our life, then why you are wasting time? What is the fun of reading Gita? Only for just some people they say it, and for a long time many people are studying, so let us go and... No. It has a value. And that's why for thousands and thousands of years. Remember that even Shankaracharya used to read these slokas. Nothing else, nothing new. Not something special for Shankara. The same sloka he used to read. All the thousands of our monks and the nuns, the great souls, the holy people, they are reading this Gita, getting the inspiration and building their spiritual life. So naturally it has some contribution. Now, if I ask how to apply in my day-to-day life this theory, how to? I am asking you. Front bench, first bench.
From my perspective, every day, like when it comes to the kids, I think I'm doing everything. But after hearing your lecture, I feel I should just say, okay, this is my duty as a mother, I do it. And then have peace with it. Just don't get excited about it. And that it changes the kids' perspective, well and good. Otherwise, it's my duty, I do it, and I can keep my calm, I can have my peace.
Very good. See, this is the application. Otherwise, I am going on shouting for the whole hour and then no result. No, everything should be utilized in our life. Otherwise, why this religion? You know, religion is very powerful. Not because it is the emotional, because without the religion, a human being cannot survive. And that is why some people, understanding this tremendous force of religion, power of religion, they are misinterpreting the meaning of the religious dictums and the teachings of the great souls for their own benefit. Now, that is a different part. If we are really sincere, and then we have to develop how I can utilize it, just like the homemaker, that I am doing everything for my home and I don't know anything else. I cannot go and meditate like a monk. I cannot go out and go on delivering lectures like a preacher. I cannot go and sit before a shrine for a long time. I have so many duties to perform, but I make my house in such a way Each and everyone, all the members are very happy, even including the neighbors. They are also happy with our presence. And that is exactly practicing religion in a practical way. Practical religion. Very good. Whatever I am trying to do, I am trying to do. And that is why, if you read some of the mythologies and stories, they are explaining in this way. One young lady, and she was not of very high birth or anything. She was born in a very humble family. Her father and the relatives, they were hunters. They used to live in a jungle. But she heard about Sri Ramachandra. And someone told Sri Ramachandra, though in a human form, he is God. If you can serve Sri Ramachandra and can make him happy, then your life will be blessed. Then he took the oath, I am going to serve the... And then she went on, she made a heart, used to keep that very neat and clean. Anytime Lord Rama may come, and she came to know, she used to keep information where the Rama is visiting. He has come to this area. Anytime he may come over here. What is her name? Shabari. Shabari. Because she was the daughter of a Shabar. Shabar means the hunter. So, Shabari. This Shabari waited for so long, every day, plucking the fruits, keeping things ready. Rama never came. And years and afterwards, when she was almost very aged, then one day Ramachandra came. And really she got all the blessings, and she offered all the fruits that she collected. She used to keep the whole road clean, because Rama will come. There should not be anything. That is called dedication. So if I am cleaning my whole room and house, and then all this, talking with the neighbors very politely, and giving all the teachings to my children and the family members, slowly people will start thinking, she is different, not like us. So stand apart and see all this procession is going on. The human life is nothing but a procession. It moves and moves. You cannot stop it. But if you can stand apart outside and watch, you enjoy. How you can do this? Karma Yoga. So this is very good. And here, how I am doing it? Buddhi Yukta. Only by thinking. Only by thinking, nothing else. When you are arranging the food for others, I am giving it to my God. That's all. You need not to go to temple. Only when you are arranging, nicely you are arranging. Of course, in this country, they don't arrange that. So you go and pick it up. So, but suppose you have that habit or the tradition to give it to somebody, you can that way. And when you are cooking, when you are thinking, everything, very good. Any other questions do you have? Yeah. See, just now I was telling, some people, they know religion is a very strong force in the human mind. So to utilize the most of the kings, they understood it. And for their own benefit, they utilized the religion. And that is why religions got corrupted. You know the history. If you read, and you will find, the moment the politics and religion came together, religions deteriorated. Why the religion? Whatever may be the religion, only one thing religion knows, one thing, that is LOVE, without any discrimination. the caste, creed, color, sex, everything. No boundary. Is only love. So naturally, when that love is there, how can I hate others? How can I kill others? When some people in the name of religion asking me or you or the society to behave like this, go and kill others, destroy others, it cannot be religion. It may be politics, it may be economy, it may be social, it may be anything else, but not religion. Even sometimes some people will be telling that you only come to me, don't go to anybody else. It is also cannot be the religion. Also at the same time. But anyway, as you are asking, what type of religion is this? Is a wrong or misunderstanding of religion, and of course the misapplication. That is true. If they are killing people, fighting people in the name of politics, I have nothing to say. But naturally it is a human train. But when they are utilizing the name of God, that is sad. They should not. No one should. So that is the main thing. There is a wrong interpretation of religion, and religion has nothing to do with that. Suppose in the medicine or the science, if you are misutilizing for the destruction of the humanity or your own benefit or more profit, you cannot blame the science. Similarly, you cannot blame the religion. If somebody is misutilizing religion, it is not the religion, it is the person who is misutilizing it. And that is why we should be thoughtful. What was the human being? Why the head is here? The human head only to understand. Someone came, told something, and why should I have to accept that? I should have the capacity to understand it. I must understand it. So discrimination, that is the main thing for a human being. Okay, time is up. Any other question, or in the next month we will meet again. We will explain these slokas and read more. So let us conclude by offering our pranam to the God. Please repeat after me. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudramaruta Stunnanti Divyaistavai Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Nabidu Sura Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha is giving a description about a God whom all other gods are giving the respect, and about whom the Veda, the book of knowledge, they are also singing and narrating, about whom the yogis, those who are concentrating their mind, they are meditating. So of that Supreme Lord, that Brahman, that all-pervading consciousness, I bow down. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om.